Hi there. Are you on the fence as to whether investing passively in real estate is the right move for you? Maybe you're curious about being a landlord, or you'd like to try your hand at flipping a property, or you're still in the early research phase of getting started in real estate investing. I totally get it. There are a lot of things to think about, and deciding how best to invest your money can be a tough decision. I'm Greg Butcher of BluSky Equity Partners, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 of the 10 things you should consider when deciding whether to be an active or passive real estate investor. Now, this is video number 1 of 2 on the subject, so I invite you to hang out with me for a second, consider the 5 items we'll review today, and if you still aren't sure there, check out video number 2. Ready to learn what might sway you one way or the other? Let's go. Number 1, tenants, termites, and toilets. The first thing you should consider is whether those words, tenants, termites, and toilets, either excite you or terrify you. If you've always wanted to become a landlord, and the thought of screening tenants, marketing your own property, and rolling up your sleeves to improve it are things that thrill you, then perhaps you should consider taking a more active role in your investments. If, on the other hand, you don't want to touch those things with a 10-foot pole, then perhaps you should take a back seat and become a more passive investor. Number 2, time. How much time do you have to devote to your real estate investments? Active real estate investments require substantially more time, both during the initial acquisition as well as throughout the life cycle of the project. With passive investments, on the other hand, you use some upfront research and vetting, but once you invest, you do not need to put in any additional time. Number 3, involvement. I used to love the hands-on nature of designing a kitchen rehab and picking out the finishes and patterns. Or rather, my wife picking out the finishes and patterns while I concentrate on the budget. But now I'm at a point in my life when I'm happy for someone else to take the lead on those types of things. As an active real estate investor, you get to choose those designs, vet tenants, and make decisions on renovations and upgrades. As a passive real estate investor, you put your trust in someone else to do those things. Think of it like an airplane ride. The active investor is the pilot, and the passive investors are the passengers. Everyone in the plane is going to the same place, but their levels of control and involvement are very different. Number 4, profits. As an active real estate investor, because you're putting in the lion's share of the time and work, you are also rewarded with a larger share of the profits. As a passive real estate investor, you'll be sharing your profits. However, keep in mind that just because you are sharing profits, that doesn't necessarily mean your return on investment will be lower than if you were to invest actively. It all depends on the individual deal, market, loan terms, and other aspects. Number 5, expenses. As an active real estate investor, you'll need to plan for ongoing, upcoming, and unforeseen expenses. You might save some money each month for capital reserves and emergencies, but in the event something bigger goes awry, you may need to put more money into the investment and/or deal with insurance claims. In most cases, as a passive real estate investor, your original investment is the only capital you'll need to put in for the life cycle of the project. If unforeseen circumstances come up and are not able to be covered by the capital reserves or other buffer, you may see lower returns for a while, but it's rare that you would need to put in additional capital. In summary, the top 5 items you want to consider when deciding to be a passive or active real estate investor are tenants, termites, and toilets, the time you have available, how involved you want to be in renovations, maintenance, and daily decisions, the profits you desire based on your investment capital, and the additional expenses you're willing to take on, if any. Comment below which of these 5 stood out to you the most and why. Did any of these top 5 considerations help you make up your mind? If so, which one? I'll tell you, the top ones for me were number 1 and number 2. I do not want to deal with tenants, toilets, and termites issues, and my life is pretty full already, so I can't imagine needing to personally deal with landlording responsibilities day in and day out. So if you're interested in learning more about real estate syndications, which is how I invest in real estate passively, and how they can help you achieve the life you've always wanted, apply to join the BluSky Investor Club today. You'll find the link down below in the description. And finally, if you like this video, hit that like button below, share it with a friend, and be sure to subscribe. I'm Greg with BluSky Equity Partners. Thank you so much for watching.